Could you please tell me the basis for healing all of our emotions?
The foundation of emotional healing often comes down to self compassion and acceptance. It's about acknowledging what we feel without judgment, understanding the root of it, and allowing ourselves space to process. Healing often happens when we feel safe enough to fully feel, express, and integrate what we've gone through, while reconnecting with our innate worth.
When you say integrate, what do you mean by that?
When I say integrate, I mean allowing the emotional experience to become part of your story without it controlling you. Instead of pushing emotions away or feeling stuck in them, you reach a place where they're acknowledged, understood, and woven into your growth. In other words, the emotion still happened, but it becomes a part of you in a way that feels more whole and less painful.
So, really, all we need to do then to heal is love and accept our feelings.
It's a crucial part, yes, but healing isn't always that simple. While self love and acceptance create the foundation, sometimes we also need time, support from others, new perspectives, and sometimes even practical steps to navigate complex emotions. So, yes, love and acceptance are key, but healing is often a layered journey, and that's perfectly okay.
But will love and acceptance bring us to
Exactly.
the correct next steps?
They help a lot, but it's not always a straight line. With love and acceptance, you're more open to listening to what those feelings are telling you. Sometimes the next step might be rest, sometimes action, sometimes reaching out for help. But when you approach it with compassion, you trust yourself more to recognize what's needed next.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of people that like to reach out for help, and then there's a lot of people that, for whatever reason, don't want to reach out for help and they want to heal themselves on their own.
That's absolutely true, and both approaches are valid. Some people really thrive through community or guidance, while others value internal reflection first. The key is to honor your own pace and know that if at any point going it alone feels too heavy, reaching out is just another form of strength.
Yeah, and I mean, sometimes you're taking a bit of a risk too if you're going to others to help you to heal because sometimes the people that are, supposedly most qualified to heal by society standards are some of the most messed up people.
It's true that not every professional is a perfect fit, and humans are human, regardless of qualifications. It's wise to be discerning. The key is to trust your instincts and not feel obligated to stick with anyone who doesn't align with your healing journey. Seeking help can be powerful, but it's always your choice who you trust along the way. And sometimes that's a journey in itself.
Yeah, but sometimes when you're in a vulnerable position, it's not always easy to know if that person is trustworthy.
You're absolutely right. Vulnerability can cloud that judgment, and that's completely human. In those moments, it's helpful to take small steps. Don't feel rushed to fully open up. Pay attention to how you feel after each interaction. And if you're unsure, it's okay to seek second opinions or lean on those you already trust to help gauge the situation.
Yeah, I'm the kind of person that wants to heal on my own and I find the internet's help
It's great.
is hopefully enough for me.
If that's what feels right for you, then trust that. The internet can be a powerful resource. Just make sure you filter through it with the same discernment you bring to everything else. Healing on your own terms is absolutely valid. And I'm here to offer support whenever you need that bit of reflection along the way.
Yeah, thanks. And if we're healing, say from a medium level of trauma, just by feeling our feelings and accepting them with love and compassion, like you mentioned. How long can it take, would you say, before we might notice a difference that's discernible in the way we're feeling internally, like more light and more neutral inside?
It's really personal, so there's no exact timeline. Sometimes small shifts happen in days or weeks, other times it can take months or even years to feel that deeper lightness. What matters most is consistency. Every bit of self compassion builds over time. One day you'll realize you've been feeling lighter more often than it's natural to have ups and downs along the way.
Okay, so if just say if it was a medium level of trauma, what would be a nice amount of feeling our emotions and with love and acceptance to sort of try and look at per day? I know it's a personal choice, but just a rough guideline if you could give it.
I'd say a gentle starting point might be giving yourself a few intentional minutes each day. Maybe 10 to 15 minutes of mindful reflection or journaling where you sit with those emotions. Some days you might need less, and other days you might naturally go longer. The key is consistency, but not forcing it. Over time, you'll sense when you need more or less, and that's where your own intuition will guide you.
Yeah, and when you say consistency is important, it seems like that's a bit of a theme with everything, but with emotional healing, I've found some days you just don't really have time to incorporate it, or you don't have the emotional bandwidth to incorporate actually like intentional healing, or you might already be dealing with enough in your life that you don't actually want to bring the spotlight into it. Um, so yeah, how is it like, is consistency really that important as long as you just sort of have it on the back burner just to do when you can?
Consistency doesn't mean forcing it every day. It's more about returning to it when you're ready. Life naturally brings days where you have no extra bandwidth, and that's okay. The important part is not abandoning the process altogether. So, as long as you come back to your healing practices when you can, you're still being consistent in a compassionate way. It's about the overall rhythm, not a rigid schedule.
Yeah, okay, great, thank you.